Okay. Hello, everybody. I just want to say hello first before I start. Just a bit of an introduction. I don't know why this slide appeared. Let me show you this slide. Today, my topic is on how integrity, influence, and impact actually impacts your income. And I will tell you so many stories that will really inspire you. But before that, let me share with you a little bit about myself. I am a mindset and business mentor for women and women entrepreneurs, a motivational speaker, as well as an author. I also created two group coaching programs, one called the Empowered Women Academy and the other one, Empowered Women Academy Business Boss Program. And my goal in life and my purpose is to impact 1 million women. And I will share with you my journey and my story as to why I have that big, audacious dream to impact the lives of 1 million women. As a background, I qualified as a solicitor in the UK and an attorney in New York. I also took on senior management roles in big companies, and I oversaw business development, sales, and marketing. So I'm now using all that skill and experience for my business, as well as helping other women entrepreneurs to scale. So today, let's talk about integrity. Why does integrity matter? And what is it about integrity that actually impacts the business? Nowadays, when it comes to making money, a lot of us keep thinking about things on a short-term level. But what we don't realize is that when we actually honor our values and beliefs, and we honor our words in line with our values and beliefs, we end up having a long-term impact on our business. So unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of people are thinking very short-term, but in order for us to build a reputation and a sustainable business, you need to have a steady stream of sorry, I'm losing the words, a steady stream of clients who actually will be speaking highly about you because of your level of integrity. Now, what does integrity mean? If you look into the English dictionary, integrity actually means just aligning your beliefs and values with your actions. But when it comes to my own definition, this is how I define integrity. I define integrity as meaning what you say, saying what you mean, and at the same time, aligning your beliefs and your values in line with your actions. So three things need to be in line: your words, your beliefs and values, and your actions. And unfortunately, like I said, many people just think about only getting what they want to get in the short term, and at the same time, they compromise their integrity. What we forget is that we attract people based on who we are. So if we are people who have high integrity, we will also attract clients who have integrity. One of my most favorite stories about integrity is actually Mahatma Gandhi. Many years ago, of course, when he was alive, there was a mother who took her son to Mahatma Gandhi because her son used to eat a lot of sugar and lollipops. And so she didn't like the idea. She wanted Mahatma Gandhi to have a word with him. And she thought if he would speak to her son would actually listen. So she spent a whole day traveling by train to take her son to Mahatma Gandhi, only so that Mahatma Gandhi could have a word with her son. And she was very sure that after he speaks to her son will not eat sugar anymore. But after spending the whole day and speaking to Mahatma Gandhi and saying, "Will you please speak to my son?" And his response was, "Can you come back the same day next week?" And she was confused. She thought, why can't he do it now? But because she respected him, she didn't answer back. She said, okay. So after a whole week, she went back to Mahatma Gandhi and she took her son and she said, now today, can you speak to him and tell him that he can't have sugar? And to that, Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, I'll have a word with your son. And so he had a word with the son. And after the whole thing finished, she was very curious as to why he didn't do this last week. So she went and sat down next to him and said, can I ask you, you could have said the same thing to him last week. Why did you ask me to come back after a week? And Mahatma Gandhi said, because last week I was still eating sugar. And you see, that really goes to show the level of integrity. When you have integrity, like I said, you attract the clients that have integrity. And for me, it's a very clear, that's a very clear example as to how when we do small things, we do big things in a similar manner. So in the case of Mahatma Gandhi, as you can tell from that story, this was a really small thing. He could have easily said what he thought, but he decided to first honor his own words, his actions, and at the same time, his values. So to me, that is a very, very powerful thing. The other thing with integrity that we have to bear in mind as well is when we honor our word, the universe actually honors our word as well. I don't know if you've heard the story of Michael Phelps. When Michael Phelps won the 7th gold medal, he made the commitment. He made a public declaration that he was going to win the 8th gold medal. And interestingly, during the time that he actually competed for the 8th gold medal, there was a swimmer before him, and literally the difference between Michael Phelps and that swimmer was only 0.1 second. And the only reason Michael Phelps won was because he took an extra stroke instead of swimming closer to the wall. And a lot of people say this is luck, or maybe it's law of attraction, or a smart move, whatever the case may be. In my opinion, it is just a man honoring his word, saying that I will win the 8th gold medal. And when we make that commitment and we have integrity, the universe honors our integrity. And the second I, what is influence? As coaches, many times we are so busy comparing ourselves to other people. We want to be like other people. We want to be as successful as other people. And we want other people to follow us. We are always going after comments. We are going after likes. We are going after, expanding our influence. But what is actually influence? Influence is being authentic. Influence is showing who you are as a person. People gravitate towards us and buy our services or product because of us, not just about our experience, but about who we are as people. I lost 100% of my finances in 2016, 100%. And I don't know if you understand what that is like to have worked all your life and actually lose 100% of your money. But in my case, I am very, very fortunate. I have a very resilient mind. I made up my mind that just because I lost that money does not mean it's the end of my story. This is where I will rise from. And so I made a decision that I was going to rise from that. And within 2 years after that, not only did I make all that money back, but I actually bought my dream villa in Bali. Why am I telling you this story? The reason I'm telling you this is because when I first lost my money and I went through that journey myself of the struggle, the shame, the judgment, the fear, and the feeling of being a failure, I made a decision that I was going to bounce back. But here is the thing, there is no point about us talking about our journey if we are not willing to share it with other people. And so I share about this very authentically and share it with everyone about my story and how I bounced back. And what we don't realize is that as women, when we let our light shine, we give other people the permission to shine. And because I am willing to be vulnerable, I'm willing to share my story, I'm willing to go out and be be an inspiration to people, because I know this story is something that does not own me. I own it. And because I own it, I'm able to impact other people. So if you are a coach and you are struggling and you feel like you have imposter syndrome and you don't know who to impact and whether people will believe me, I want you to just remember one thing. There is no one like you in this world. You are unique. And so be unique. Don't be busy trying to be like everybody else. I have clients who sign up with me because they like me, not because they like my posts or my comments or followed me on social media and continue engaging. As much as I would love for them to engage, and I know they gain so much when they engage, but there are people who will buy from you just because they like you. It's not important for them to be your sense of self-worth and your sense of authenticity should not lie in the fact that you don't have X amount of followers or X amount of likes. And so that's something I want you to really bear in mind. So I shared that on influence. What is the impact of influence? When you actually go after influence, you impact others, you change lives, you are purpose driven, and you build a legacy. And this goes hand in hand with what I shared earlier about integrity. When we are people who have integrity, as a result of that, we end up being able to get clients on a long-term basis. Unless you're in this business only for 1 or 2 years, we can't do anything quick and dirty. Everything has to be about integrity and about how we impact other people's lives. And the third thing is impact. If we are not concerned about how we can impact other people's businesses or other people's lives, then there is a lot that is to be said about our business, and how we run our business will actually, at the end of the day, impact the money we make. When I talk about impact, I talk about us having our focus as to the goal of our clients, not so much about our goal, but about the goal of our clients. And that mindset itself has actually helped me to get out of my own way so that I can create an impact on other people. I had an extremely successful career, very high paying job, but I decided to quit my job because I wanted to step out of the corporate world only so that I can impact the lives of women. Because in my belief, if we are people who go after significance, we will be successful. But if we only go after success, it is not necessary that we are significant. So in a nutshell, what I would say is focus on building a legacy, because when we build a legacy, the empire will follow. And the mistake most people make is we run after the money, we run after the empire. Look, if you have an empire, it's great, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because once we are gone, it doesn't impact other people. But if we go after the legacy, not only do we change lives, but people's lives will be transformed, not just for that person, for the generations to come. And that's one thing that really inspires me and makes me realize how working with one client can impact the entire family. So I really would urge you to think about these 3 things, the 3 I's: integrity, influence, and impact. And ultimately, if you honor these 3 I's, you will have a steady stream of income. I have been doing this for a while, but recently I've been focusing more on building my Facebook group. And here is just an evidence of when you show up authentically and you're willing to share and impact lives. My Facebook group in six days, I would say, has just gone up so quickly. It is insane. And I'm telling you, this works. So I would like to invite you to think about what I shared, and I would love it if you could comment, tell me what you're struggling with and how I can support you and I can help you. That would be awesome. I'd be more than happy to see what I can do to support you. And I would also like to invite you to a 3-day course that I'm running called the 5 Steps to 10K. So in my first launch, I made more than 10K, and I'm running a 3-day program, a 3-day free course where I am sharing with people how people, when I say people, I mean women, how they can make more than 10K in their first launch. So if you are interested, I would like to invite you to join my group, and I've put up the terms as to how you can get access to this training. And I'm 100% sure that this will make a difference to your business. Every time I run a free course, which is not often, I can tell you I have had such an amazing response. And I know even through my free course, people have been impacted and their lives have changed. So if you are interested of scaling your business and you want to grow, then don't wait. You have nothing to lose. And one last thought I want to tell you: the only guarantee you have to fail is not doing anything. So if you want to succeed, take action, because without taking action, you are 100% guaranteed to succeed. Okay, so I hope that helps. And I'm just going to refresh my window to see if there are any more comments. If not, I will, oh wow, there are comments. I'm just not this window. Hi Tatya, so nice to see you. Thank you so much, Tatya. So yes, if anyone has any questions, would love to know more and see how I can support you, and be sure to follow your dreams no matter what. Never give up, because life is too short. Okay, sending you all lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye.